Okay, hello. Welcome everyone to a new week. It's Monday. New week in a Challenger League here on the To Be Community channel. I'm your host SinJul and Gill just dropped out.
Sorry, Discord crashed literally now,
okay.
but hello everyone and welcome to Challenger League Week 5 2K02UM. I am Gill and I have no idea where SinJul was because Discord just died, but I'm back.
Okay, yeah, good to have you back. That's all we need. So let's have a quick look. We're gonna have 2 matches today again, as usual. We will have Garuda versus Ishoken, and our second match will be Mado versus Diamond TV. But yeah, let's talk about our first match first, and the second one when it's up. So the first match is gonna be Garuda ST from Morocco versus Ishoken from France, and Garuda playing Kadesh, Nameless, and EX Robert.
I'm not sure if they're going to stick with this team though, because recently, at least the last time I played them, they were actually playing like the most wacky team ever, because they were playing like Bao, Choi, and Kasumi or something like that, and they were like throwing in another character I can't remember right now. So they might go for, the very high tier. They might go for this like strange team that was actually working pretty well. As I was mentioning to you before the show, we were going like pretty close in sets. So yeah, we will see. And Ishoken, they've also been improving quite a bit since the last league. So we'll see how it goes.
Yuri, Athena, and Kadesh for Ishoken. I guess that's a bit more of a gimmick team than the other one. I mean, Athena is one of these zoner characters that are pretty rare in KOF, to be honest. She's the projectile spammer. She's the projectile spammer.
Yeah. And the thing is, Ishoken uses Athena as an anchor often, which is a bit puzzling to me, because you have K-Dash in that team. You also have Yuri, which is not a bad anchor, and she's definitely a dedicated point. Like, she can work incredibly well as a dedicated point. But Ishoken has pulled her off as an anchor, so we'll see if they'll keep it that today, or if we'll see Athena as a point.
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna share the game with you. Yuri, we also saw last week by Kalabala. Did a good job. Was doing some work. In the end, Dilkay still pulled through. But let's see how these two players differentiate from each other.
Yeah, with Kalabala, definitely the Yuri added the momentum switch for 2 or 3 matches, I think. And that was giving Dilkay a lot of head scratching time. But we will see how Ishoken maneuvers the Yuri. Oh, okay. So Athena, not anchor, but not point either. It's a double K. And you were right. They went with K, Robert, and Nameless.
And Garuda off to a very good start, getting Ishoken in the corner. I mean, Kadesh mirror is a bit of a weird mirror, because Kadesh just wins the projectile war and he wins it against himself as well. So
yeah, exactly. If there is a character that can beat K-Dash in the Fireball war, it's definitely K-Dash.
But yeah, Ishoken's Kadesh already down. Garuda taking round number 1, and now Ishoken might be in a bit of trouble, because, as we said, Kadesh pretty much has the best fireball zoning, and playing against Athena with a single head projectile, gonna be difficult.
Yeah, and that reflect doesn't really do much either, unless she reflects the second part of the Iron Trigger, the projectile. But even then, it's slow to come back. Keidash definitely for a dominant hit. He has to find the angle with, you know, the parallelo and stuff like that. But it's not parallelo. Phoenix. What's it called? It's the Phoenix arrow. Yeah, Phoenix arrow. But yeah, generally right now struggling a little bit. But one more touch, jumping 8 for Ishoken. Still a lot of life to be made up, right? Against Robert, and Robert a very hard character to fight.
There we saw a brief display of Robert's standing CD. That normal is so incredibly good. It's I don't know how to beat it. I think it's impossible. The hitbox is so huge.
Yeah, and 11 frame startup as well. Very fast for a sensitive.
Oh, no. Oh, the double. Chopper whiffs.
Oh, the whiff for the drop for the super though. So there is a chance.
Yes, the one chance for Ishoken, but it is looking grim.
It's funny because Garuda is throwing a lot of short-range fireballs against the character can literally ignore all of them with the slash kick.
Yeah, that's right. Can just ignore it. But yeah, Garuda takes match number 1.
Yeah, with character number 2, not even with the anchor. So Garuda off to a good start.
No character change on Ishoken side. Maybe switch up? Yeah, no. No order switch up as well.
Yeah, staying with the same order. I mean, they weren't doing too bad. There were definitely adjustments to be made for Yuri, but especially Athena was working really well. But right now, cornered, one punch, hard not done. Launcher doesn't get the pickup though. Okay, and this is the thing, like this matchup is very important to have some ground behind you because of the jumping C and the jumping Ds are so good even against K himself. So you have to have some room to maneuver that with.
Yeah, definitely. Those jumping normals from K-Dash very difficult to beat, and yeah, Garuda coming back looked so well for Ishoken, but bit of a comeback from Garuda.
UK in the chat saying this player 1 is one of my teams. I think it's one of a lot of people's teams. This team is very popular.
Is it Robert? Yeah, well, K-Dash and Nameless for sure, but EX Robert.
Yeah, EX Robert is really strong, especially in North Africa. A lot of players use it, and even like when the sort of top French players were playing, Robert was coming out here and there. Definitely, Keiko was using it. SinJul was using it. Points. So yeah,
he's a very good basic character. So he's a
good
choice.
A lot of situations. He has incredible normals to work with. The jump CD, the jump C, the stand CD. The sweep is not bad either, and the dive kick offers him some. Yeah, big punish.
Oh, now the proximity unblockables. The mix is coming out.
That is the thing. You have to reversal against Robert if he goes for the proximity unblockable, or you have to have a very fast button. And Athena's reversal in this game is not invincible, so she might be just straight up losing instead.
Yeah, that is bad if you don't have any option against the proximity unblockable outside of rolling.
Well, she has Uber, but you gotta have meter for that, right?
Yeah, true. And now another activation. Go confirm from Garuda this time. Going for the Rambo.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a hard knockdown as well.
Oh, yeah. Proximity unblockable. Super number 1. Super number 2. No. Goes for the flash kick right away. Garuda 2-0. We are not even seeing the anchor.
Yeah.
Nameless. Nameless
needs bar, but at the moment is content not having any because Robert is finishing the job.
If you can win, why not? Yeah. Spend the meter. Spend the meter. That's what you learn, or what you should learn very quickly. If you can kill by spending meter, do it. Always do it, no matter how expensive it is.
right now. There is a change of color. We're going with the Kula K. See if that helps at all. Kula being, in lore, the anti-K. So maybe there's this psychological game behind it.
Combining the strengths of two top-tier characters.
Yeah, for sure. Kula definitely one of the best points, if not the best point in the game.
Ishoken playing very patiently, not going for any risky DPs after knockdown. And we got the... Yeah!
The trade, one went low, one went high.
Nobody wins. Nobody wins. It's... oh, man.
KOF02UM 0 damage edition.
Yeah, KOF has some funky hit and hurt boxes. 2002UM is not as bad, but other games are a bit worse in that regard.
Yeah, for sure. I remember the KOF11 shenanigans with that. Those are hilarious.
Ishoken, well, he's bad to beat on the reversal, but Garuda with the correct jump in timing.
Yeah, not only the timing, also the choice of normal, because being that fast, you have less time to react. Sometimes with the slower normal, people are able to react to the cross under. But the close C, fairly fast move.
Commentated unblockable, so... Oh, yeah, what? Come on, he rolled that! Game is like, no, Garuda's not allowed to lose.
And this is looking pretty desperate for Ishoken. Even with 2 bars at disposal, the King not known as a character that does the most amount of damage as an anchor. So yes, she has good control, but in general, she's gonna have to touch you way more than other characters.
That is true. I mean, we saw in last season where the North African players tended to neutral activate just to get from the proximity unblockable into super. So yeah, she needs to hit you at least like 3 times.
Yeah, with the proximity unblockable. Ooh, what a conversion! No,
She almost had it. This time.
Okay, still a chance. Beamless might have to come out.
Yeah, there we go. From an OCV, all of a sudden we're at the anchor battle, the Nameless that we didn't see so far.
Yeah, the thing is with the raw activation, you sort of declare an intent, and then you have to play around that declaration of intent. That makes sense. So you have to play with faking the approach. Right now, great zoning with the stand Cs and the tornado kicks, but careful because okay. Behind, yes, full punish. No, could have been better. Okay, still alive though.
Oh, and the ace spam.
Yeah, I think Ishoken went a little bit too hasty, and maybe that didn't recognize that there would have been a lot of time to do something better, even if it was a case of just raw activating, right?
Yeah. Yeah, usually, in KOF you need to punish so quickly, even like if a Dragon Punch whiffs, or in this case the super whiffs. Most of the time the supers don't have that long of an animation like the Nameless super, so you're just pressing a button, so not always getting the best punish, I guess.
Okay, away from the Kula K we go back to the more traditional for Ishoken, dark brown, almost Ganguro K-dash.
Going back and forth again.
Yeah, I think Ishoken is playing a little bit better with the control of, hop Cs, hop Ds, stand As, but unfortunately Garuda still with the advantage. Okay, big whiff, but once again, only a throw.
Can Ishoken take the first round for the first time in this first to 5? Oh, the anti-hands! Oh, he gets clipped again!
So close. So close.
That was so close, yeah.
Well, that's the thing, though. It is so close that if Athena can close this out, it basically evens out, right? If they can close it fast. But right now, it's a Tatsu for their trouble. Try to wake up with the DP once again. Not invincible. Okay, one more hit. Finds it. Not too bad, to be honest. Not too bad. They're not gonna recover all of the life, but they're not, dying either. So
it was a quick round. So yeah, it's like 20%, around 20% gone. That's okay.
Ooh, what a bait! Next level baits whiff the EP and do super if they try to punish you.
Now Ishoken can just play the strength of Athena, the zoning, if he wants to.
Yeah, she has a decent way against Robert if she finds the angles for the zoning. She just has to be careful. Yeah, do stuff like that, you're gonna get hurt. Luckily, no proximity unblock after the dive. They took the jump.
Man, the throw tagged as well. That's the bad thing in KOF. If you punish with the throw, you can still tag it even if you whiff the special. At least in KOF02UM it's also the case, right? It's the case in 98.
Yeah, as far as I know, like throws are not real punishes in most of the KOFs, I would say.
Okay, so it's the same here. So yeah, remember, you want a neutral button in those cases.
Ooh, the dive kick goes behind and there's the go. Ooh, no, never mind. Drop the full conversion. Still a great position for Ishoken. One more hit might actually take him. Yeah, take them to at the last game with Nameless. Although Nameless a sizable advantage in terms of bars.
But the life is looking much better this time than the previous match, so there's more for Ishoken to work with.
Yeah, but she can die, like King can die from one touch from this situation.
One activation.
Oh, there is.
Here we go. Oh, but combo drop, lucky for Ishoken.
Stay safe, yeah, the super is gonna come. You can roll it at the end to get the punish.
Oh, doesn't get it.
Yeah, unfortunately you have to roll it like with a very specific timing, or you go absolutely bonkers and try to roll between the fireballs. You can actually do it. You can roll the full super without being touched once, but it's fairly tight to stand.
You pretty much have to roll twice in a row without...
I have a clip with it.
Oh, 3 times even.
Yeah. And right now, Garuda on a clean sweep set point. We'll see if they can realize that. Starting well.
Okay, Ishoken staying with Athena. Yuri is not coming back. Good side switch for Ishoken. Now Garuda in the corner, but yeah, just gets out. Oh, so much damage!
We're hopping like it's Super Mario and we're getting counters for it. The whiff could have been punished harder, even with just a raw super right from the close C.
What's mix? Empty jump low, but still not enough. Again, we are going to the Athena versus K-Dash matchup. So that means Ishoken has not won a single K-Dash mirror in the first 5 yet.
Unfortunately not. I don't know how much time they spent with K, if they've had K from the start or no, because I don't know that much of the player. But Garuda is definitely like a really, really strong player, and when you give them a strong character, that's what's gonna happen, right?
Well, let's see if Athena can overcome this strong character again. Looks like it, yeah, Phoenix Arrow again.
Oh, Phoenix. Yeah, I keep calling it Spider, I don't know. Kami's on my mind.
Oh, EX Robert. The stop sign, pretty much the stop sign for Ishoken in the first 2 matches.
Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, full conversion. Yeah, if he closes, that's Athena dead.
Flash kick, yeah. Nice combo. Love to see it.
Was about to say, the jump CD, like, you have to go under it to punish, and Ishoken was trying to get the active approach a little bit too much. Supers would have done a lot of damage coming from Robert as a raw super, but that approach wasn't quite much.
So now, like you said, match point, set point for Garuda might be the last round that we're gonna see, but yeah, that King doing some work.
Jumping B, what an angle, okay? This could be the best situation Ishoken has been in. Yeah, especially against Nameless 2 boss. Probably the full life back, if not very, very close to it. And, like they also have now some bars to spend to damage with or to shake him off in some situations.
Yeah. Still, like you said, Nameless with 2 bars, very dangerous. Can just take 70% off with 1 touch.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You want to be careful. You want to... Ooh, yes, exactly. Not leave any triple gap.
Oh, the resist!
Garuda
hasn't been... again.
Oh, no! Unfortunate. The jump cancelled. The jump after the standing B. That would do a lot of damage, but still not enough. You have to be careful for fireballs here. Yes, there it is. Roll cancel, please. Punish.
Oh, no! But it's looking good. It's still looking good. Ishoken with a slight life lead.
Ooh, one more touch. Stay back. The jumping B, and Ishoken puts a point on the board. I was hoping they would stay back because the far C is such a powerful weapon, but the jumping B worked just as well as a prediction.
Yeah, well played by Ishoken. Clutched it out. It was looking so grim after, well, that K-Dash went down, but came back. Now we're back to the K-Dash mirror. Can Ishoken get at least 1 mirror match win in?
That'd be nice, but I think Ishoken could actually take this back if the momentum shifts. That'd be great for Ishoken. At the moment, great control in the corner. The overhead hits. Okay, the rollout doesn't matter for Ishoken right now. 80% life lead. Can just play passive, can use that bar to shake them off with the stance, with a blowback.
And now trying to... What? Yeah, Garuda just playing very patiently, not...
Absolutely, because... because even though, right now they died, the more patient you play, the less life they will recover, right? And you can still build bar if you're not taking interaction, especially if you can with such a fast recovery option such as Eintrigger.
Yeah, especially if you have 2 characters afterwards that can use the bar very well.
Yeah, 30 for bar characters.
So Black gets blocked. Oh, that's... Okay, just going for the Tatsu.
Could have been worse. So Ishoken's still in a decent position. I kind of understand the fact that he's using the blowback, because in the back you have Athena, and it's not like Athena kind of uses that much bar. So if you can delay the recovery of life for Robert, maybe it's an approach you want to take, especially since she is a control-based character.
That is true. The less life you have to chip down, the better it is. But yeah, Ishoken getting caught again. They're just going for...
That is invincible. The DP is not, but that is invincible. It does it twice. See? Exactly what I was saying. Dealing with the jump CD with the super is paying off right now.
And now Nameless, no life, no bar. Again, 0 bars. Character much less dangerous in those situations. Ishoken 5-2. Or the miracle comeback from Garuda in this match.
Okay, yeah, right now Athena can sort of function almost as a resource for King if she manages to delay Nameless and to, delay some of the life recovery and not spend bar. King is going to be in a decent position to deal with him. Yeah, I would say it's going great for Ishoken right now. Finds the counter hit ball, doesn't get anything from it.
Just one more hit, one fortunate jump in maybe for Ishoken, but no, jumps into the Dragon Punch.
Yeah, still away from the 2 bars though, and still against a character. They can slow down the game, they can control the angles, they can, oh no, it's not away from the 2 bars. Build it just in time, but yeah, still you have to touch her at least twice from this situation, while King, can just touch you a couple of times, stay safe, slow the game down, and then pounce when she needs to.
Lucky that this didn't combo.
Yeah, but even then, like, you also have to think as a Ishoken, if you're in Ishoken position, Garuda hasn't landed that conversion. So let's see.
That, yeah, this time it hits.
But still alive.
Much
Still alive.
damage.
Oh, unfortunate. 2 bars now on the board. The jumping
hits.
Yeah, the jumping hits, and Garuda takes it over Ishoken 5-1.
My God. That was a close one in the end. It looked so good. It looked so good for Ishoken at the end, but yeah, well, what can you do? I mean,
I'm back with my camera. I think my camera died when Discord died with me, so I am back. Yeah, definitely well played on both sides. Ishoken unfortunately couldn't adapt to the K-Dash. I think the K-Dash was the big character that was doing a lot of work, right, in their case.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, they would have to probably go a big bit back in the lab, work those off-season of these as a prediction to beat K-Dash off-season of these, and maybe take it from there.
Question is, how can you prepare for K-Dash? Because I feel that character can do everything. It's very, very difficult to adjust because, you know, it depends on how the other player is playing. Like, is he using a lot of overhead, like the forward light kick? Is he like more playing jump CD and fireball game to just keep you away? It's like, I feel K-Dash, you can play in any way. Pretty much like Kazumi.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to... Like, you need to prepare for the player more than the character.
Yeah, for sure. It's a matchup heavily based on decision-making around your opponent's decision-making, your opponent's habits, and your opponent's sort of patterns, for sure. Definitely not a character you can play a character matchup. You have to play the player matchup.